What in the flip flop flippity floops going on, everybody? This is your boy Gascan here, bringing a live introductionary uh, video about a class setup that I was asked by a friend of mine, asking me what classes I should set up for an assault rifle, submachine gun, so on and so forth. I brought in my buddy Galaxy. He's going to come in here and also commentate on this, just because he is in the up and coming ranks of trying to get an MLG team, so he's got a lot more better understanding of actually how these class setups go. But all right, man. So basically, how I'm going to run this down for you is I got my little extra slots right here. I'm going to load out some classes for you so you can see kind of like the basic understanding of an actual class setup. For you told me that you run the Maverick a lot, so I'll actually run the Maverick. For attachments for the Maverick, I'm probably going to run. It does have a pretty nice iron sight, so I'm not really that focused on the aiming on that one. So I'm going to run the underbarrel grip with probably a flash suppressor, or it's also depending on the silencer, on what type of board, what perks you're running. But for this introduction video, I'm going to be doing the flash suppressor. Secondary, you won't need one. In my personal opinion, you don't need a secondary. Lethals, those are kind of personal. If you want to run frag, C4, or whatever you want to. I personally like the IAD. It is a pain in the ass, but it does kind of cover your six, because whenever spawns kind of get kind of hairy, they will start spawning behind you. So it's kind of like that preemptive attack on the team. I use them strategically, but anyways, you can choose whatever one you want. We'll just set an ID for this at this point. All right, for perks, on perks, I kind of run all the same on especially my sniper rifles as well as my ARs. I run the quick draw, dead silence, sleight of hand for faster reloading, and then on the go for reloading while sprinting. Focus. Focus is a big perk that you need to be running, just because it reduces weapon sway when aiming down the sights and reduces flinch when hit. So whenever you're getting shot, this kind of keeps your aim on point, enabling you to be able to get that kill even if you're getting shot. Especially if you're getting shot from behind, you can turn on them. Anyways, okay, so now that brings us to the strike package. For you, man, I know that you just started, so we're actually going to run a support class. Just because I explained to you the other day that whenever you get kills in assault, if you die, it starts your streak over. So for you, if you're still learning how to play the game, I would suggest running a support class. It'd be more beneficial for your team. Plus, it kind of keeps your kill streak continuous. So you can kind of run. There's a different array of things you can run here. For you, you could probably run the ballistic vest, night owl. Night owl is really great because it's like a personal UAV that follows you around. It's really great and it's really helpful in if you're being camped out by some people. It really helps to let you know where they're at. So we'll run the Night Owl. And definitely you want to run the Oracle. You get that at 14 kills, excuse me. And that basically detects enemies through walls, and it helps you kind of get the feel of knowing where the enemy team's at. So that's like a basic rundown of the Maverick class setup of what I would run. Now I'm also going to show you how to make a submachine gun class. These are kind of also depending on how you like the gun. The MTAR is really good. Also, the K7 is probably one of my favorites. But we'll actually run the K7 class just because it has the integrated silencer already. So that kind of helps you be a little bit more sneaky. And the only thing you really got to run on this is foregrip. You can run the red dot. I would suggest it just because the iron sights on the K7 aren't that great. No secondary. Lethals, depending, like I said before. And then perks, kind of going to be the same rundown. Quick draw, dead silence, sleight of hand, on the go, and focus. Now for this class, it would kind of be depending as well, like I said before, about the strike package. But if you want to run assault, that's fine too. I personally would run. It's also really board dependent on the perks that I would run. If I'm running a smaller board, I'd run an IMS, Sentry, and the Battle Hind. And on the bigger boards, I would run Sentry, Battle Hind, and the Helo Pilot. But for this one, for the K7, that's a close quarter combat gun. So I'm going to be running the IMS, the Sentry gun, and the Battle Hind. Okay, so basically that's a two-class setup that you can use that'll really help you out. If you need to pause the screen, or if I didn't explain it that well, just pause your screen, write it down, or do it as you play. But anyways, my buddy Galaxy here is going to be playing with me real quick. Do you have anything to throw in before we start?
Yes. Before you think that, oh, these class setups are gonna make you invincible because we use them, you all have to think about it that this stuff works for us very well. It may not work very well for you. You may have to change a few things and all that, but it is very good classes that we are good with. So,
All right. All right, so basically what we're just going to do real quick, we're just going to go into a free-for-all match on Warhawk. So here we go. I'm just going to kind of put yourself in some situations. Wit would be the better class to run on this board. Preferably, I would rather run an AR on this board because it has got a lot of open areas, even though it is a lot of close quarter combat. But the K7 really is not the ideal weapon I would preferably use on this board. I think you would probably agree with me on that one. I don't know.
the K7, it's a weird weapon to use. Obviously, I don't use it at all because of competitive, but
okay.
Go squad.
What gun you using, Gascan?
Right now, I got on the. Just run out to the middle there near the tank. I'm on the other side. All right, so basically, guys, from this distance, you can get a pretty good shot on him. See, it was really quick. You get some pretty good range. Go ahead and kill me. I'm going to switch out and try not to make this video 20 minutes long. Alright. So for the K7, you're going to be able to see, you're going to see my shot kind of be kind of off. But anyways, this is not really that long range. Okay, if he's standing there, like your aim has to be pretty decent to actually get a good hit on him. Plus, you see all those bullets kind of hit him. That was actually kind of
Where he was standing, that's like a 5-bullet hit.
Yeah.
Right there. It's a 5-bullet hit detection. Now watch, Gascan, turn around. Now look, he shoots me from right here. That's 2 to 3 hits, man. He just murked the freaking crap out of me.
Also, too, whenever you're playing, you see how it's very tactical. You'll see a lot of people, they'll start jumping around and shooting. That's really great if you're multi-talented to be able to do that. But since you're just now starting, I would suggest going to your options, going to your button layout, and going to tactical. Tactical, basically what it does is it changes your right analog stick to crouch, prone, and slide. This will really help you out, especially in drop shotting. Because a lot of people have that set to panic knife, basically. Whenever they do is as soon as they get up to you, they hit that and they knife you instantly. But in my personal opinion, I do drop shot a lot, and I also like to slide. This kind of helps me move around a lot better because it's already on my analog stick, and I don't have to take my finger off the analog stick just to slide. So that's my personal opinion. There's a lot of people that have different opinions on that. But since I do drop shot a lot, it does help me out staying alive. So basically...
Watch. Let's show a detail on how it works. Like, watch. Stay right there, and I'm gonna come. Like, watch. You stay right there, and I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna come around the corner, and I'm gonna do the drop shot motion.
Okay.
And just be aiming right down, like, at my head or the upper body, and show them how it works. It's just like, oh wow, that was a total fail. Wow. See, like, it's just dropped down, and they're aiming up, and it's just, see.
Your general person's actually going to be trying to aiming center mass. So whenever you drop down like that, it's going to throw them off. They're not really going to understand quite. I can't really do it with Galaxy because he's a really good player and he anticipates either jumping or sliding or dropping down. So, but anyways, your general person is actually going to be aiming, like he was saying, right in the middle of center mass. So whenever you drop down, it's really going to confuse them. And they kind of just, it's really going to help you stay alive. So I would suggest setting your analog stick to tactical. But anyways, man, this is kind of just a really short kind of video, kind of showing you basically how these guns are going to be able to help you. And I really hope you get something out of it. If you need any more if you have any more questions, just hit me up, man. I really appreciate your time. And this is your boy Gascan and Galaxy. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. We're signing.